She didn't lose you when she walked away. She didn't lose you when she stopped texting back. She didn't lose you when she said she needed space. She lost you the moment she stopped respecting you. That's it. That was the moment everything started to shift. Not on the surface, not in what she said, but deep underneath, where the truth always lives, even when the words try to lie, because respect is the foundation. And the moment a woman stops respecting you, it's already over. Whether she admits it or not, whether you realize it or not, she might still call, she might still show up, she might still touch you the same way, smile the same way, but something unspoken has already fractured. And from that moment on, nothing feels right, because a woman can still love you and not respect you. And that love, it becomes chaotic, confused, conditional, weaponized. Love without respect is where manipulation begins, where tests become cruel, where your kindness is treated like weakness, where your patience is used against you, where your presence starts to feel like a burden to her instead of a gift. And it happens silently, not in a dramatic breakup, but in small moments. Moments where she stops listening, stops appreciating, stops showing up for you emotionally, because part of her stopped believing you were worth following. That's the wound most men carry and never talk about. They think she left because she fell out of love. They think she pulled away because she was confused. But the truth is, she was watching how you carried yourself, watching what you tolerated, watching how easily you bent to keep her around. And slowly, she stopped seeing you as a man she had to keep. She started seeing you as a man who would stay, no matter how little he was valued. And the moment she senses that, she disconnects emotionally, not because you weren't enough, but because you stopped acting like you were. This is the hidden dynamic most men miss. They think effort will fix the distance, that more love, more patience, more explaining, more softness will bring her back. But a woman doesn't respond to your emotional explanations. She responds to your emotional gravity, your stillness, your self-respect, your calm refusal to stay where you're not valued. Because when you let her cross boundaries to keep her close, you don't gain love, you lose power. And she feels that loss, even if she can't explain it. She starts testing you harder. She starts pulling away more. She starts asking for space while still watching if you'll chase. And if you do, if you react, beg, or try to convince her, you confirm everything she feared, that she can lose respect and still keep your love, that you will show up for her even when she no longer shows up for you, that your presence isn't earned, it's expected. And that's when the energy shifts. That's when her voice changes. That's when the silence becomes heavy, not because she's done, but because she stopped fearing your absence. A woman doesn't leave when she's fed up. She leaves when she feels safe enough to live without you. That's why your strength isn't in what you give her. It's in what you protect, your energy, your peace, your emotional standards. A woman respects a man who walks when he's disrespected, not one who negotiates for crumbs. And every time you tolerate behavior that chips away at your worth, you teach her that your love comes with no consequence, that she can push, pull, disappear, come back, and you'll still be there. Not as a king, but as an option. That's the real heartbreak most men carry. Not the fact that she left, but that they slowly abandoned themselves to keep her. And she saw it. She saw you dim your light just to keep her comfortable. She saw you stop enforcing your standards to avoid conflict. She saw you turn soft when she pulled back. And that softness made her feel emotionally unsafe. Because here's the truth. A woman doesn't fall in love with your love. She falls in love with your strength. Not physical strength, but the strength to stay grounded when she tests you. The strength to walk away when she disrespects you. The strength to hold your line when she tries to cross it. The strength to love her without needing her. That's what makes her feel safe. Not the gifts, not the compliments, not the effort, your energy, your direction, your refusal to lose yourself in her. That's what keeps a woman obsessed. Not control, but clarity. Not dominance, but calm. And when you lose that, when you become reactive, emotional, needy, She senses it. She sees the cracks. And slowly, she stops seeing you as her man and starts seeing you as a boy asking for love. That's what changes everything, because a woman can forgive distance, she can forgive mistakes, she can even forgive moments of confusion. But what she can't forgive is the moment she stopped feeling safe to trust your leadership. That's when she shuts down. That's when the calls become short. That's when the connection becomes transactional. And that's when she starts looking elsewhere. Not always physically, but emotionally. Because now she's guarding herself. Now she's scanning for weakness. Now she's wondering, can he really protect me? Or will he collapse the moment I test him? So she pulls back. Not to destroy you, but to see who you really are without her affection. And that's the moment everything shifts. Because if you panic, if you chase, explain, plead, you show her exactly why she lost respect in the first place. But if you stay calm, if you remain rooted in who you are, if you let her distance be her message and respond with silence instead of desperation, you reclaim your power. You remind her that your presence is a privilege, that your peace is not up for negotiation, that your energy is not free. That's when she comes back. Not because you begged, but because she realizes you are a man she cannot afford to lose. That's how respect is rebuilt. Not with more words, but with less reaction, because you teach people how to treat you. And the moment you stop tolerating disrespect in silence, you begin to rewire how they see you. She lost you the moment she disrespected your value, but you lost yourself the moment you accepted it. That's what this is about. Not getting her back, not making her chase, not playing games, but remembering who you were before you forgot. Before you made her your source of validation, before you confused love with self-abandonment, because you don't attract love by proving your worth, you attract love by protecting it, and that protection begins with you. What you allow, what you accept, what you let slide just to keep someone who already stopped seeing your value. So let her go if she's already gone. Let her pull away if she's choosing space. Let her face her silence while you face your standard. Because the right woman, the one who sees you clearly, won't need to be convinced. She'll feel your value in your calm, in your consistency, in your ability to let her walk without losing yourself. That's what makes a woman stay. Not pressure, not promises, presence. Unshakable, non-reactive presence, the kind that doesn't need validation to lead, the kind that doesn't collapse when affection fades, the kind that stays true, not to her, but to himself. She lost you the moment she disrespected that, and now you know better. You don't beg to be seen, you don't ask to be valued, you become the man who makes being ignored feel like a mistake. That's power, that's discipline, that's your standard now. Let it be unbreakable.